Hey there everyone, how's it going? My name is Rio. Welcome to a video on top 7 reasons why you should definitely try playing or trying to play Guild Wars 2. Now the reason I chose 7 because I wanted to narrow down 5, but I had to add 2 more, so now we got 7. Let's go ahead and begin. We'll start from, I guess, the least important one that I consider out of like the 7 to the most important. Number 7 is the game is in buy to play format. What does it mean? No sub fees, you just purchase the game online or purchase at a store, go home, download it, download all patches, and then you play forever. You keep that game forever. You don't have to pay any sub fees. If you want to, let's say, buy some in-game store items, some like little trinkets and stuff, you can buy gems, but you don't have to. You don't need to buy any gems whatsoever. The only thing you need to do is purchase the actual game, go online, make your account, enter the code, and bam, you have that account forever, and you can play it whenever. You get 5 character slots, you can make a bunch of characters, level, try them all, delete them, try them again, try out a bunch of servers. You can even choose your home server, your original home server, whether it be US or EU, no matter where you're at. If you're in US and you want to play in the EU, you can do that. If you're in the EU but you want to play in the US, you just choose your server to be US and done. After that, you be connected to the world server of US or EU, well, whatever region you choose. And there's no sub fees, which is honestly my favorite purchase system for any MMO, because you already paid the money for it, and now you get to play the game, and no extra fees. Unless you really want to like buy extra in-game store items, stuff like that, then that's up to you. Number 6, class variety. Now what do I mean by class variety? Let's say you have a warrior, you have a guardian, and you have a mesmer, the 3 classes that can wield great swords, which are 2-handed swords. They're not gonna do the same thing every time. They're not gonna have the same abilities, they're not gonna have the same skills. They might have similar skills, but every single class that is wielding a great sword is gonna have their own unique things that they can do through the 1 through 5 abilities. Also, you can go as far as just customize whatever weapon you choose. You can be a warrior with a rifle, you can be just a warrior rifleman if you want to. You can be a guardian, which is more like a paladin of most games, and run around with a staff and just cast your spells at enemies. You could be, let's say, a mesmer, would dual wield swords and do a bunch of mesmer tricks and a bunch of slice and dice kind of stuff. So many skills to choose from and so many skills to customize. It is insane how many combinations of different things you can have. Whether you want to build stuff to be more damagey, whether you want to be more tanky, whether it be more dotty, like let's say you do more damage over time abilities or damage over time damage. You can do all that, along with your weapon skills that change with whatever weapon you have, and interchangeable back and forth it's mind-blowing. You can literally play your class the way you want to play, and it is insanely awesome. I personally really enjoy it, which was why I have, let's say, a guardian, 1 with a great sword, and 2 with a 2-handed mace, because I can do that. I can switch from a sword and rush at people and trap them, and I can switch to a hammer and just punt them off the cliff and just watch them fall down from the sky. Number 5, server camaraderie. Now what I mean by that, this game has, like Guild Wars 2 has no factions. It's not like World of Warcraft or ESO, sort of. It has no factions. Everybody that's on your server is literally your server buddy. When you go to World vs. World, which is a really very popular giant PvP, I guess, battleground fiasco Zergfest, you fight with people from your server, and only your server, against other people on different servers. You have to unite in this camaraderie with everybody in your server and work together to defeat other people from other servers, which is just gives a whole different meaning to unity. It's not just like faction unity, it's not like I guess ESO's 3 faction unity sort of kind of thing. It's literally you get together with people from your server, from your homeland, and you protect it in this giant, massive, just immense battle, Zergfest explosion, brah, I don't know, it's just insane. The amount of intensity you have in World vs. World PvP fighting with your server mates is insane, because you're literally getting together like a band of brothers on one server, server A or server B or server C, whichever server you're on, and you're working together to defeat other people from other servers and be like, ha, take that, our server is better than yours. It's just this kind of, it's a different kind of camaraderie that you get, like compared to, let's say, a faction where, yeah, my faction is best no matter what. No, this time it's your server is best. Everybody on your server, you fight together. You fight, I guess, like a band of brothers, like I said earlier. Number 4 is level how you want to. This game literally has multiple ways for you to level. You don't even have to actually quest. If you want, you can just enter into World PvP and spam World PvP for your heart's content and get to max level that way if you really want to. If you don't want to do that, you can do regular questing. There's personal storylines, there's different things to discover, points of interest, vistas, skill points to earn, different things to acquire, just a lot of places to just go and discover. Literally, the possibilities of you leveling anywhere is limitless. And the best part is, when you go to a quest area, a little hearts area, you don't have to do one quest, A, kill like 8 boars, and quest B being like collect 6 things. You get to choose. You literally have a task of different things. You can either go kill some shit, you can collect something, you can break something, you can clean something, you can do housework, you can feed animals, whatever, whichever zone you're in, it will give you a different quest what you can do in that specific zone. Whether it's repairing something, talking to somebody, killing this, killing that, collecting this, or collecting that. You literally choose what you want to do. You don't have to stick to just, okay, quest number 1, kill 10 of this. Quest number 2, gather 2 of this. Next place, same thing. It doesn't have that repetitive motion of you constantly have to grind through 8 to 10 to 12 to 24 to 25 mobs every single time I collect 10 of this and 12 of that in every single area. You choose how you want to level. If all you want to do is just kill things every single time, you can do that. If all you want to do at every single questing zone, you just clean up and like gather stuff, you can do that. You can do that to your heart's content. You choose how you want to level, which honestly is an extremely clever system. It's an extremely smart system to allow people to choose what they want to do. Number 3, personal story. Your character, like when you first create your character, you go through a little, I guess, profile sheet and you select what kind of story you want to give your character. And at the end of the place, at the end of that character creation thing, you sign the paper, the deed that literally has the name of your character there. You choose the name, you can give it a title like Reed of the Seven or Various of the Light, something, or you can give it a last name. You can do whatever name you want for your character, and you're literally signing this parchment that starts this epic story. And the best part is, as you continue this personal story in this personal quest, you have a way of choosing like what you want to do, which group you want to choose, what mission you want to do next time, and it's such an immersive thing to like have the player focus on their character. They're not just the cannon fodder of the faction, they're not the cannon fodder of the army, they're not just like some grunt. They are a unique person in this grand world of Tyria, and you literally are sitting behind the keyboard and controlling and I guess progressing in that story, and you get to be part of it. It's like a cinematic feel, and you get to see the character. Whether you like to see the progression of the character in a book or a movie, you get to see that progression. You get to see your character grow and develop, and the fact that they added this personal story, it makes you connect with your character. It makes you really feel for your character and the decisions that you have to make. And a lot of the decisions you have to make are kind of difficult. Whether you attack one person or attack another, or you save one person or another, you have to make those difficult decisions every single time in order to progress the story of your character. And I think that is an ingenious idea. That is absolutely amazing idea that they included something like that. Number 2, the expansion pack. The Heart on Thorns expansion pack is going to be coming out for Guild Wars 2. Now you will have to buy the expansion pack, but honestly, the fact that you don't have to pay a sub fee will make it worth buying this expansion pack, and I'll tell you exactly why. I'll talk to you about some of the features. I'll cover them briefly. You'll have the new mastery system, I got it pulled up here on my monitor, where you'll be able to progress your character further past level 80, which is the max level, and be able to master different abilities and different skills. You have the Heart of Maguma to adventure and travel in, a new location for you to discover with your guildies or your friends, or even by yourself, and meet adventures along the way. You will have specializations which will allow you to have different weapon skills according to what you want to do. Let's say, there's nothing confirmed yet, but let's say you're a Mesmer. A Mesmer never was able to use a shield, but maybe, just maybe, you might be able to have a sword and a shield, or a sword and a dagger. You might be able to finally use daggers as a Mesmer. The possibilities are endless, and the matter of fact is, like, it will allow you to progress your character further and develop different weapon skills. Maybe be a necromancer with a great sword and be able to smash your foes down, or warrior with a staff. doing some kind of warrior cool looking things. I don't even know what you can do, but the fact that the possibilities are there will be incredible for this game. And you'll be able to further customize what kind of playstyle you want to have, what kind of playstyle you want to choose, what weapons you want to rock, what weapon skills you want to have, further upgrading and progressing your character. Then, if you really don't like any of the professions that you currently have, Heart of Thorns will introduce the Revenant, which is a brand new profession which looks extremely awesome. If anything, I would compare it to the Demon Hunter in World of Warcraft, but even more badass. I don't know what they do yet, there haven't been really many updates on it, but from what I've been reading online about it and what Guild Wars 2 been posting about it, it's gonna be this awesome, this amazing melee warrior that might have some range skills, I'm not sure. So far it looks like it's gonna be a pure melee warrior with these supernatural powers, these super kinetic powers. And honestly, I'm just hyped for a new profession. If a game is able to add a new class or new profession at every single expansion, that keeps the games fresh, that makes players want to discover that character and play that character and relearn how to master that character. That adds more content for players to actually make a Revenant and re-level through all the zones to go into World PvP and just World PvP it out until level 80 and further progress and study the new class that the game has offered for them. What else you're gonna have is guild halls. You'll be able to actually get together with your guild or find a guild that's gonna be working on guild halls and literally make a place for your guild to be there. Just a place for your guild to kind of come there, chill, maybe repair, maybe create something. You'll be able to customize it further. There's no actual like pictures yet about it, but from what I've been hearing, you'll be able to customize what it looks like, what it's going to be like, what the rooms are going to be like. It's going to be very immersive. I'm going to give the guild leader and the guildies an ability to actually pitch the resources together and create it together. And nothing is more bonding than actually coming together with your guild and making something together. You'll also be able to get a new PvP game mode and a new World vs. World zone, new Borderland, which honestly just gonna expand the epicness Zergfest of World vs. World further, which, I mean, if you love World vs. World, you'll probably be enjoying the new zone as it is. And number one reason, at least for me, the world is literally alive. When you go questing, you can have sometimes just random events pop up out of nowhere. Maybe there's a village being attacked, just out of nowhere, just starts being attacked, and you can choose to help it, or you can choose to avoid it. If you help it, you get rewards. If you avoid it, then you get pretty much nothing. And the village might be actually burned down, so later some players in the future might actually have to go to that village when the event starts and protect it and clear it of enemies in order to actually be able to use that village. Let's say it's a place where a lot of merchants are and gets attacked by pirates. If nobody rescues that place gets taken over by pirates until there's an opportunity to take it back. And it's up to the players on the server and the big world server to actually take it back and actually make an impact in this world that they live in this world that they play in. And honestly, that is probably one of my favorite features about Guild Wars 2, the fact that your contribution actually affects the world that you play in. My favorite part, honestly, is the fact that it can actually affect the world. If a village gets raided, gets burned down, it gets taken over by enemies, then it gets taken over by enemies until it's cleared by players. If nobody clears it, that village will never be able to be cleared. And let's say you have some vendors there that could be useful. A bunch of players could gather there, go in there, start the event to clear it up, and actually get that village back, and maybe continue to push back the bandits afterwards. Now that is truly a living world. And that is actually that is my number one reason why Guild Wars 2 is probably one of the best MMOs to try. Now, on my final note, I understand a lot of people that played Guild Wars 1 are not big fans of Guild Wars 2 because it's not the same experience. I personally have never played Guild Wars 1. I have not seen any videos on Guild Wars 1. I've not heard a lot of things on Guild Wars 1, except it was pretty amazing. But I guarantee you, if you want to try any MMO out there and you're tired of maybe like World of Warcraft or ESO, or you want to try an MMO that is really worth the payment and really worth playing, it's Guild Wars 2. Trust me, you might actually really enjoy Guild Wars 2 after you give it a little bit of a go. There's no trial for Guild Wars 2, which kind of sucks. But the best part is, once you purchase it, you don't have to pay a monthly fee. So even if you don't like it, let's say you got it on sale, even if you don't like the game, no harm done. You don't have to pay extra fees. You pay just on sale, and that's it. But if you enjoy the game, you can continue to play and explore the world and quest in it, and then get excited for the expansion pack. Yeah, Anyway, this has been my 7 reasons why I think you should definitely give Guild Wars 2 a try. Let me know your reasons in the description below. Let me know whether you agree with me, disagree with me on certain points. My name is Thorns. Like, subscribe, and as always, have a great day. See ya!